Warnya nodded hurriedly and said, "By the way, Mr. Wade, my grandfather will have a birthday banquet tomorrow at noon. Originally, I wanted to send you an invitation letter tonight. I happened to see you and I ask you for tomorrow. No time to participate? He has been talking about you for a long time and always wants you to visit him at home." Charlie thought for a while, then nodded and said, "Tomorrow is no problem, I will come by then." To Charlie, although the Song family is not a big family, it is also the largest family in Orus Hill after all. Having a good relationship with them can save a lot of trouble. What's more, he has a good impression of Warnya, and thinks this woman is very smart and promising, so he also appreciates this a little bit more. Seeing Charlie's promise, Warnya hurriedly asked, "Mr. Wade, shall I pick you up tomorrow morning?" Charlie declined. "No, Mr. Song's birthday banquet. You must have lot of work to do tomorrow. I can just come by myself when the time comes." Warnya nodded, smiled sweetly, and said, "That's okay, Mr. Wade. You will come to me directly when you arrive tomorrow. It is okay." Warnya looked at the time and said apologetically, "Mr. Wade, then I won't bother you now. I just have to go back and prepare for the birthday banquet." "Go." Charlie nodded, and after watching Warnya leave, he took the elevator to the 10th floor. 10 floors, 1008 box. The elders were surprised at the incomparable luxury here, and everyone held their mobile phones and snapped. Even an underground emperor like Orville can only reach the 10th floor at the highest level in the Brilliant Club. It can be seen that the people who can reach this floor are already very impressive. Jacob, and his old classmates, naturally did not have this ability and status, so this time was an eye-opener. Everyone was complimenting Charlie at this time, and someone said, "It's really covered by son-in-law Jacob. This kind of place is just as magnificent as a palace." "Yes. I have lived for more than 50 years in this life, and I have never been to such a luxurious place. Jacob's son-in-law is really amazing." Everyone kept flattering, making Jacob proud. At the beginning, he was always targeted and ridiculed, but he did not expect that now he suddenly became the most watched and complimented one among his classmates, which gave his self-esteem a huge satisfaction. While Jacob and his classmates were enjoying the ultimate luxury on the 10th floor of the Brilliant Clubhouse, on the other side, Elaine and Horiah had already come to the Thompson Villa area, and sat down with the rich woman Horiah introduced for playing mahjong. Sitting on the east side of the mahjong table, a middle-aged woman dressed up as Mrs. Kuo, while preparing an electric mahjong machine, smiled and asked Horiah, "Horiah, who is this sister?" Horiah said, "Sister Lien, let me introduce to you. This is a poker friend I told you before. Her name is Elaine. Like you, she also likes playing mahjong and she has very good skills in cards. She has always been willing to bet and lose." Elaine hurriedly said to this woman at this time, "Hello, Sister Lien." Sister Lien nodded lightly and smiled. "It just so happens that I have been missing a permanent long-term poker friend. If you are interested, you can often come and play with me and with Horiah in the future." Elaine hurriedly said, "Oh, that's really great. To tell you the truth, I have a regular poker friend but she is going to the United States. I can't find a regular poker player to play cards." Sister Lien stretched out her hand and said to Elaine politely, "Hello Elaine, my name is Lien, welcome." Elaine shook hands with her quickly. Lien said again, "Oh, you see, my villa is basically idle after it's installed, so I just used it as a venue for my sisters to play mahjong." Elaine was envious. Such a big villa, used to play mahjong, is really more luxurious than Shalin's. Immediately, she looked around the Thompson first-class villa. The decoration of this villa can be considered very luxurious, but it is not as big as the one Solomon White gave to Charlie. The villa Solomon White gave to Charlie was the largest unit in the entire Thompson, and the Lien set was the smallest in the Thompson villa. But even the smallest units are already very large for most people. So she asked Lien, "Sister Lien, how much did you spend on buying this villa?" Lien was stunned, and then hurriedly said, "Hey, it didn't cost much. The total was about 80 million. In fact, this villa is not Lien's at all, but a film and television company's property. After the film and television company bought the villa, it renovated it and built it into an indoor shooting location. Some time ago, a TV series called New Love Apartment was completed here, but the TV series is still in post-production. After the TV series was completed, the villa was just vacant. The next TV series will not start filming until 1 month, so it is temporarily rented out to recover the cost. In order to set up a set for Elaine, Horaya rented this villa for a price of $5,000 a day, and prepared to do a game here, to take Elaine's nothing, to report Elaine's insult on the day. The best thing is to pit Charlie's villa over, so that he can turn himself over. Elaine didn't know that all of this was a trap against her. She thought that she was lucky today and met a bully and could develop into a long-term cash machine. So she looked at Lien with a flattering expression and said, "Oh, Sister Lien, let's play cards together. That's really suitable." Next month, our family will move into the Thompson Villa. My son-in-law's villa is at A05.